Hey guys, Deano here, just out and about this long weekend. We've got a public holiday. Today's Monday. It's King's birthday weekend. In this video, I'm just going to go over my setup for when I go out riding, filming my videos on my channel. Just my camera, my drone, some of the mounts I use. As you'll see, it's a fairly basic setup. If you're thinking of starting your own YouTube channel, you certainly don't need a lot of money. What I'm going to go through with you on this ride, everything's fairly budget. So stay tuned. I'll find a place up here to pull over and we'll get right into it. Okay, I'm just going to get started with my camera. So this is a GoPro Hero 10 and I shoot in 4K footage. So I have it attached to this gooseneck and flex clamp on my handlebars. And I find this is ideal, this clamp. This is the one, my go-to clamp. So I've got it on my handlebars, I can turn it around, have it facing forward, have it facing back towards me when I'm filming, when I'm talking. And again, this is a GoPro mount. You can go on the GoPro website. I have a subscription. It's around $8 New Zealand a month. I definitely recommend it to get the GoPro subscription. So you get good discounts on the cameras, batteries, all your mounts, all your accessories. And the big advantage with having the GoPro subscription is you get unlimited storage on their iCloud setup. So all of my videos that I make, I just back them up on the GoPro iCloud. The one big disadvantage with these goosenecks where they attach to the flex clamp, this is probably my third clamp I've gone through. They're really weak here on this clip, it's just all plastic. So I've gone and used some epoxy resin and just glued it on. Doesn't look the neatest, but it seems to work. I've had no issues with this for probably about the last 6 months. And I have modified it a little bit. I've gone and put just a screw up here just to make it a little bit more rigid. You can also move it around. It clamps quite nicely to my crash bar. Get some quite good footage on the windy road. Some of my videos, I'll have it facing forward, have the front wheel in it, and it's certainly, if it's a twisty section of road, and you can speed up the footage as well, looks pretty good. The other mount I use a little bit is the suction cup. So if I want to get some footage of some motorcyclists behind me, I'll just set up the suction cup on top of my pannier lid. So that's about it really for my mounts. I try and keep it fairly simple. So again, I've just got my gooseneck flex clamp. That's my go-to mount. Like I said, the suction cup. And then I have my drone, DJI Mini 2, fairly compact. Fits quite nicely into my pannier. And I find it's just a little bit more interesting having a bit of drone footage and a bit of music throughout the video, just to mix it up a little bit. You should be able to get a fairly good price, even a used one of these. So you don't have to spend a lot of money. And they're pretty simple to use too. There's lots of videos on YouTube on how to use them.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
So I've had this drone for just over a year now. I've had some close calls with it, but I hear a lot of stories about people losing them into the water. I think you just have to be careful. This model doesn't have any sensors on it. Well, it does actually, just underneath. Just the one sensor underneath. So just be aware of your surroundings. I've got power lines directly above me. So whenever I launch it, I always have a look around. I have a lot of people ask me, does it track you while you're riding on your bike? The answer is no. So it doesn't have any sensors on it, like I said. Even the DJI Mini 3, which they do have sensors on the ends of the props. The videos that I've seen, they're not that reliable. And they can't keep up with the bike for very long. If you're out in a big open space somewhere and you're going at a low speed, it would probably work okay. But like I said, just super compact, super quick to set up, picks up the GPS fairly quickly. And the batteries last for up to about half an hour, just depending on the conditions. Rightio, so my editing software that I use is fairly simple. It is just the GoPro Quick app. Like I said, I pay for the full version, so I get to download music, which is all good to use on YouTube. There's lots of videos out there on how to use the app, and it is fairly simple. It doesn't take long to pick it up. I do my editing on an iPad Pro. And I just find the whole setup is simple and quick. I don't want to spend hours sitting in front of a computer with all this fancy editing software, which I honestly wouldn't know how to use anyway. So I started my channel just over a year and a half ago. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't even have a YouTube account. I had to get my son to set that up for me. So if I can do it, I think anyone can do it. You don't need a lot of money. My whole channel is done on a shoestring budget. Pick yourself up a GoPro camera. There's lots of these 360 cameras around now, but I'm just going to stick with GoPro for now. Get yourself some mounts. You don't have to get yourself a drone, but it does make your footage that a little bit more interesting. I forgot to mention my mic setup. I use a Tech microphone. Comes under $100 New Zealand for the wireless mic, which connects to the GoPro. Just be careful with some of the wireless mics. You do need the old school plug to plug it into the GoPro. If you've got any questions, just drop them in the comments below. And again, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've picked up a few tips from this video. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.